Hello, everybody. My name is Ben, and I'm joined by Steve to bring you coverage of Round 6 of the BCS Philadelphia 25-26 Weiß Schwarz Regional Qualifier. This round, we have hashtag Free Nino playing, what else, Quintessential Quintuplets versus Rezlam playing NIKKE. And we're going to refer to her as Aqua from now on because for whatever reason, she couldn't change her name from Free Aqua, hashtag Free Aqua, which is free. Yeah, true. Free Nino. Jeez. Which is very funny, but yeah, and unfortunate. But we have Nino, which might be hinted at from the name, is not free. It's very restricted, actually.
Yes. So we're under a 5-choose-1 restriction for Nino currently, which is restricting a whole bunch of their pieces, including several of their combos and a lot of their level 0 game. So the piece that has been opted for here is the bracelet event, which gives -3 souls on counterstep.
So we've cut every single possible easy consistency piece.
Right, except for we've still got a few zeros that are good. What we've lost is the ability to set up standby targets very easily. So,
and also get really, really easy deck milling, I think.
We still have a absolute ton of trigger checking because they printed that onto literally every Nino card. So
sure,
we have bounce back to give a character trigger checking. We have brainstorm to give a character trigger checking. We have climax placements to give characters trigger checking. We have all kinds of characters that get trigger checking from various scenarios, like if all of your characters are
but there
Nino.
was what is it? It was like a brainstormer that also sacked itself to check is on the restrict list.
Yes, you're not allowed to do that. We've lost some deck speed.
We've lost some deck speed. We've lost discard.
We've lost the ability. We've lost the ability to search and discard our standby targets. That's the foolish burial mechanic, as it's referred to sometimes. So we're gonna have to get our standby targets legitimately, like God intended. So we're facing. We've got two standby decks facing each other.
Well, what do you mean, Steve? NIKKE has a comeback in it. What do you mean it's a standby deck?
There's
only one.
We'll call it two board-based decks then. Two decks that want to fight for dominance on the board.
Right.
Only one of them gets to have it. The other one gets to submit to a life of poverty. So really minimal mulligans on both sides. They both pitched a level 1.
I mean, kind of the sickest mulligan here for Aqua, right?
Right. Aqua pitched the level 1 combo, which is the only advantage engine that Nino has in its card pool. So that's really good to get early out of the way.
Yeah. And on the other side,
takes a 3.
On the other side, it's interesting to see the helmet, as we refer to throughout our coverage of this event. It's sack itself to discard and get a character. This one's going to be from the waiting room. So it's a utility piece, which makes it kind of funny to get kind of committed to the board and removed by some of these level 0s here. That it has all of the girls. I'm not going to read the full. It has all of the girls on it.
It lets you discard a character to draw a card.
And
so
also,
we're fishing for.
Is it not also like a 1 or less removal?
It is, and that's why the helmet is gone.
Correct.
We're fishing for standbys. So that Nino that's in the backstage bounces back to hand to give a character on attack, look at 2, and then choose 1, and then gives 1,000 power.
And the brainstormer, turns out, does the same thing. Trigger checking. We're here for it.
So we're resolving the level 3 standby here.
Now, what's interesting here is the trigger choice. That is, I believe, the second of 2 of that 2/2 or 2/1 assist that gives on cancel, pay to burn 4 to the 3/2. That's kind of the top end of this deck. In lieu of triggering, having 12 standbys in the deck, we have big power and on cancel burn 4.
Right. So we're going to turn our relatively average finisher into a somewhat more lethal finisher.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a finisher. It was like stand itself and be big on the board. So
yes.
So yeah, it gives it something,
right.
which is more than nothing, which is true.
Right.
Rezlam on the other side getting stuck at 0, kind of the worst fate of many a deck.
We're only going to attack one time with our twin driver, and then that's the end of the turn. So, really nice start for the Nino deck. Standby decks love it when characters live.
Yeah, I think standby decks are paradoxically like really happy at staying at 0 if they have big and like plussing zeros, and also leveling up right after, because if you get to plus Giga going into your level 1 turn, that just, it makes everything easier.
Yeah, the more characters that live, the better off you feel.
I think that's just true for every deck, to be fair.
So we're gonna clock up here. So that Nino is a hand to clock and searches for another Nino.
You know what's tricky here though? That assist, it is the only halfway decent level target with the other copy in the bottom of the stock. Now it's not too hard to pay 2 stock, right?
I don't think so, but
it's not that difficult. But maybe that doesn't matter to you.
I think I would have chosen a different level target there.
I don't think there was any other red that was real. And so it does make it difficult. Like,
well, if there was no other red, that means that she did not choose it because she chose the top of the clock. So.
That's true, yeah. So she's got a little bit of a tricky scenario here where I'm not confident that we will get to see the on-cancel burn 4 effect in this game. Or if we do, it will be because something catastrophic is happening, because unless you really highly prioritize that,
so
right?
There's
like a pay 2
we have 2
here.
payouts here, right? We have the brainstorm.
But like, do you really want to pay all the way down? Like, you got to keep your full board. Like,
all right,
your deck
we got a brainstorm,
feels...
and now the other thing we can do here is we can climax swap.
I guess that's true. So yeah,
the Yotsuba that or the Nino that is actually Yotsuba, or Yotsuba that's actually Nino, is the climax swapper for the deck.
You mean Nino?
Yes,
got it.
But it's also Yotsuba.
Oh, so you mean Yotsuba?
It's actually Nino, but it's just Nino dressed as Yotsuba.
Aha! So you're saying that it's Yotsuba?
Yeah,
got it. So either way,
we're gonna resolve the level 1 combo. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna slam the combo, and that's what I'm thinking. But also, what I'm kind of worried about is that, like, you got all of this stuff going. There's a kind of a pressure, like, why do I have to pay out?
Right.
There's no reason to, really.
All right, we're checking triggers here, and we're gonna resolve a standby.
Yeah. Is there any 2s that we can get? There's only
it's a lot of 1s.
There's only 2 2/2s in the list, I think.
Right. Yeah. Without the combo, the other 2/2 doesn't feel very good.
That's true, and she's not running the 2/2 combo, so that makes sense.
Because yeah.
It turns out we don't have 12 standbys.
Right.
So, gonna get that 2/2 target that we were just talking about into the waiting room for maybe another time, perhaps. It's 1 triggered. Was it 2, 3 in the waiting room, 1 in the hand, perhaps? Burn counter, or is that anti-early?
It is burn counter for 2.
Yeah, burn counter for 2 flying to the hand. When you use the backup, pay 1.
That's the anti-early.
No. Yeah, this is the anti-early. So it's it's effectively pay 3 to send an early play to the waiting room. In this, if we're gonna talk about this like a board-based kind of deck battle, that's
a good pickup.
It's relatively important.
Yep.
If your power pump gets top decked by Alice, it's kind of difficult to keep your board.
Yeah, so we're gonna brainstorm hit here for the NIKKE player. I think we're gonna get a stunner here.
Yeah, you get to keep the 1/1 can't be reversed by cost zeros in the back, and filter if you want. But do you even need to?
We got triple.
We have triple combo, so yeah, that's probably worth it. I was curious, is kind of like, if there wasn't triple combo, maybe that 0 just beats that other 0, and you just like Just accept that you had to freeze that guy. Top check paying off here from the Rappy, though. We're going to get the Alice flip on the top to not salvage an Alice. I don't think there's any actually left in the waiting room here. So just going to go straight to the stock. Aqua gets the cancel here, kind of keeping the game relatively on rails, but going to have to start paying some hand costs pretty soon here. Modernia, quite large. So
yeah, we're gonna get a full front row sweep here.
That hand that we were talking about that was really useful is about to get put to work, as it turns out.
Yeah, 2 Alice's triggered, which is kind of frustrating, and we can see a door trigger here, so the NIKKE player is good to go on hand size. Adds the drop salvage, which makes a lot of sense. You know that you have Alice's in the stock.
Yeah.
So now, what do we do?
We are not 2. We cannot.
And not going to be 2.
We're not going to be 2. There's 1. Is there going to be second? Yep, second.
2 hand encores. Okay.
Hand encore, yeah. Clock for the hand? Perhaps?
So we can plus off of the Nino with on reverse salvage if we have the combo.
I think we do.
By ditching the climax swap, it kind of informs that either we don't have a climax or we've got the right one.
So now it's going to be more of like, what's the last card? What are we swinging with last? Because Rezlam did get the freeze here. That 1/1 is stuck in the back row, cannot move to another stage position.
Looks like a 0.
Hand to clock, yeah.
Don't know if we want to clock here. Probably not, I would say.
Is she thinking about this?
She is.
It's a filter, right? It's a search filter, effectively.
Yeah.
Are you going to... Does top checking get you the rest of the way through the deck, though? Maybe?
It should. We're going to get 2, 3 top checks.
4 top... Doesn't the 1/1 get top check?
It does on combo. So 4 top checks.
I feel like we're actually seeing kind of like some further consequences of not getting to keep the 2/1 assist, and that theoretically had some value by itself on the board. I think it's a 1/5 global, or
it is 1K.
It's a 1K in front. No, it's a level assist. So 500 in front to these level 1s. So maybe not too important for the level 1s.
No,
but it is what it really is it's a decent enough standby target for this 1 combo, and I think there's a line that a future one could have gotten the 1/1 anti reverse to the front. It could have gotten a 2/2 to the front, because now it feels like we're kind of in the fruitless war of like, okay, well, I'm gonna make you grab this helmet back, I guess.
That's the thing is, I don't. You had a chance to put the 2/2 on top of the 0. I don't understand why that didn't happen. Because,
was there another one?
Well, she attacked with it first. It was in reverse. Oh,
the 2/2 was on the first climax play. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you got the 1/1 back onto the center stage because of your trigger, but now this is just a really awkward board, and it's going to cost you a lot of hand size.
Yep, there it is.
I mean, he's just going to loop those
as much as he can.
Well,
sure.
if there's one in the waiting room, right? Or it can always get itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Canceled with the remainder of his climaxes, but he has 2 jackals on board that are both 7K, so those are going to reverse. And Aqua's... he's going to brainstorm using his 2... This is a very strange maneuver, but it makes sense. You probably will never see another NIKKE board quite like this one, where both Modernias are in the backstage brainstorming.
But I mean, if you don't have the comeback,
and the Brainstormers are in the center stage hitting.
And the Brainstormers are big.
They are
big
bigger.
enough.
Yes.
Hits 2. We get.
All right, we're going to get 2 searches. Hand size literally is never going to be a problem for the remainder of the game. This has got to be getting another helmet. And Alice? No. Tia. Okay. So
yeah, I mean he
must have Alice in hand.
He lost 2 to the stock, I believe, from that Modernia combo. So.
I believe that's correct.
So I think it's just the rest of the Alices are they are where they are, and this time we're gonna get to just go ahead and accept their value. We get to freeze that 2-2, and I'm not gonna remove that 1-1 anyways.
Yep, we're just gonna hit.
Yeah. And now we can kind of keep around these. We get to keep around these Modernias for potentially a future comeback comeback climax combo turn. He doesn't really need to come back from anything. not for nothing. Rezlam is in a pretty decent spot. Aqua is not in a bad spot, just kind of in an awkward one, we'll say.
Yeah. So what's good about Aqua's current position is, why did that other level 1 live?
Hand encore? Side? Did Rezlam side?
I don't know. What's kind of good about Aqua's current position is she is now at the level she wants to be for playing standbys.
Yeah.
Because from this point on, every standby is just going to be straight hammers. We're going to get every type of level 3 that you could put on the board. We have power, finishers, we have icy tails and 2 different flavors.
Yeah, we have 2 different flavors of icy tail, but they're both 1-ofs. Yeah. And then we have 2 healers. And the problem with our 4-of hammer is that we can't give it on cancel burn 4. If I'll remind you, one of those assists is in the level, and the other one is at the bottom of the stock.
Right, but it's still humongous and is going to... It is
big.
It's going to mean a lot for the board.
Kind of.
1500 to all means that...
If Aqua gets to block, then yes. The problem here is that Aqua's board is currently in unless we get further triggering, will continue to be like 2 1-1s and a 3-2. So we see the standby here, but that becomes precarious now. We're out 6, 5? So this is the 5th climax, I believe, or 6-1.
I don't think it's that many.
I thought there was one in stock. There's 4 in the waiting room, so it's not that little. We do get an assist to the back row this time, so cannot be punished anymore by the freezer. But yeah, kind of like, I'm not sure how slow. Ouch. And also order. Swing with the 3-2 first.
Yeah, you shouldn't swing with your 3-2 first in playing standby.
And now have to consider what to do with the standby with the 1-1s.
Yep, you swing with your weakest characters first in a standby deck. This is just a misordering of the attacks.
Yep.
Because think how happy you would be to slam another 3-2 here.
It's going to be a 2-2 that gets frozen again, actually.
Probably.
Yeah. And now it cascades if you don't trigger another standby, which would be good for your health. Probably we're definitely out at least 6, so we're probably not going to trigger another standby. And we have 2 1-1s that are like Alice meals here. Just like put that right back on top of your deck. Start farming some damage. It big if Rezlam has them, I guess. It feels pretty likely at this point that there was some kind of draw and hold, some kind of sculpting otherwise that we might have missed, because we saw 2 of them go away and they weren't in the waiting room at that time, and they got to be somewhere. So
yeah, and also the support is mispositioned. It only gives power in front. So if he does have Alice, he can go directly at the 3-2.
Yeah, freeze the 2-2 again. Here's the Alice, as was foretold.
It's going to heal a Scarlet to hand, which is kind of nothing.
Yeah, discards a Delta, I think, which is kind of interesting. That feels like a card you want to keep more often than not, but for kind of filter and sculpting
well, and also
purposes.
You have Alice's in the stock.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
But
have.
choosing not to take it, we're gonna stand by.
This is gonna be Sin.
Yeah, get the Sin out. What I am actually curious about here is because we have Sin coming onto the board. Are we? I guess the 3-2 assists does power the 1-1's big enough that Modernia can't beat. So
True.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Modernia can never beat the blue one, and then the red one is now too big. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that if sides, right, because there was the spotted anti-early counter.
Yeah.
And then fronts this one
And gets Sin.
Sin after Modernia hits the board. If there's a standby, that's so funny, man.
Man, that's tough.
Here's my thinking. Okay. If you're already committing to not canceling an early attack with that counter, maybe you could just wait for the last swing, because this can happen.
Yeah, you definitely should. But also,
are
we sure we weren't supposed to hit Alice?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, Alice sided.
You could still drop it on her.
That's true.
I mean, we need damage.
I mean,
we're hitting for 1.
I mean, we have damage.
No, that 2-2 is stuck.
Kind of.
It's going to be perma-stuck.
Is Rezlam sinning?
Yeah.
Very funny sentence. Is Rezlam activating the activated ability of Sin?
I would. Yeah. Tap down the 3-2.
Pays out 2 standbys. You can do the front or the back one.
You do the front one.
No, the back one is like an icy tail maneuver. Maybe you just don't want that.
I don't know. I would have.
Which one? It was sort of draw, but Aqua didn't restand first. We don't know. It was the back one. It was the. Does that inform another climax on bottom of deck though?
I just maybe. But
if the last card's a climax, then that makes a lot more sense, right?
I just don't know. It's more about you've stunned the 2-2, and now if you tap down the 3-2, who's gonna attack?
I mean,
what are you gonna do? Overplay the 3-2?
You can move that 3-2 to the back and swing with the assist 3-2.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just you're at 2-1. That blue card is not dangerous. See, he gets to lose Alice here, where he would have kept Alice had he just tapped down the red 3-2. It's not a climax on the bottom. So
okay,
it was still a good maneuver because it paid out 2 climaxes.
Well, you always pay it out. I'm not debating that.
But yes, we should have tapped down the red 3-2.
Probably should have tapped down the red 3-2.
Then Alice gets to live because none of those other characters can reverse her. And you really are starting to clamp down hard on Aqua's board. Repeated freezing is toxic against standby decks. So
yeah.
Penalties a climax. That's unfortunate, but who cares? All right. So if he cancels,
is that 6-pack?
It's at, I believe 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he cancels this, if he cancels
the
last
one.
If he cancels this center stage attack, then that not tapping down that red 3-2 is going to look really strange.
Back 5 now with penalty?
Yeah.
I mean, if Rezlam takes, he has kind of an angle to win the whole game.
He's still playing NIKKE.
I mean, at this weird
we're gonna
memory
get
counter.
We're gonna get a memory counter.
Oof.
All right, and it hits.
Okay.
So
okay. Hear me out, Rezlam. Okay, if you have Alice, I'm a big proponent of just healing. Okay, we are being the defensive deck. But, okay, yeah, does not clock.
Stuns again.
Here's the
again.
heal. Okay, so no more sinning, which, fair enough. Still a lethal angle anyway.
Right, because of Modernia.
Modernia, and 2 Alice with 2 really nice looking targets just lined up, ready to go for you. And the opponent has already casted the anti-early counter earlier. For no joy, I might add.
Yeah.
This feels really possible to win with. Here's a 3. If this 3 sticks, it's okay. It would start getting really gross, but now it's like kind of more likely to be able to live. We'll kind of see how things go.
Yeah.
It's 2 takes. Turns out we stacked one of them. Turns out the math kind of helps. Right. Do we discard? I feel like we can chill, but Rezlam smells the blood and water. Gonna go for it. Hits the 1. That's the guaranteed. Needs a trigger for lethal. Threatening
4?
Does get it. So that's 4.
Nope.
Won't find it.
Still, the game's well within Rezlam's grasp.
And if Rezlam has like the tap counter.
Modernia counter.
Yeah, Modernia tap counter here. Like, really not much that Aqua can do about it. And also...
Aqua's in kind of despair because this 2-2 is just the worst albatross imaginable, stuck in the backstage, and actually was stepped
over a brainstorm to exist. Yeah.
Correct. Now
step over
she's
the
going to step over it for a brainstorm. So the play comes full circle, hits 1,
removes 2 so now Rezlam, I don't think Rezlam has to think about bracelet.
No, I think all the bracelets are gone now.
Yeah, like all publicly gone from the deck.
Yeah,
removing.
You can see 3, and so it's likely that you believe that there's not 4.
Yeah,
not very many.
1. I guess we get 2 Icy Tail. We get 2 Icy Tail here for Aqua. We get some healing, and that's gonna have to be something. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know that it's lethal. It's gonna have to be something.
All right.
Hard play, effectively like a vanilla for power. And resolve Icy Tail. This version is gonna be a pay 2, rest, mill the bottom 3 for climaxes, hits none. You kind of needed that to hit 1. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's 2 turns out for sure at this point.
Yeah. And I don't know that Aqua has 2 turns. So we'll find out. Doing some power mathing here.
Yeah, should be able to get over, I believe.
Yeah, trying to get to the board, but yeah, we've gotten the payout now. You know what's really funny? Now we can get the on cancel assist. Okay, here's the funny line. Okay. If we does this Icy Tail cost stock? Is it not? Is it 2-hand?
It's 2-hand, I believe.
No, that's a healer.
Yeah, that's a healer. The Icy Tail is the one in the bikini.
Got it. So if here's the standby. Put that assist right there. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I guess you needed the other assist for power. Okay, thoughts on taking a 3? Okay, never mind. Well, we tried. It would have been really funny. There was a line where we can get the on cancel burn 4 here plus 2 other swings. Now actually what we get is peak depression as we double trigger into feels like death, which is the truest combo in Weiß Schwarz. But
we can pay for the on cancel here.
We can pay the on cancel if we cancel. All right. You want that? Maybe
I think you do, right? These are 2 standbys, right?
Just pay out the 2 standbys.
It's pay 2 and pitch 2, which is just tough.
Yeah. Cancels.
And the 4's canceled.
Cancel. Decides to swing. Just, yeah.
2.
Removes a Modernia. That's good.
Yep. All right.
So now Rezlam's board is gone, which is technically bad.
It's bad because he doesn't have very much stock to work with.
Yeah.
But it's pretty perilous for Aqua. We know Rezlam has Biscuit. So
Rezlam has Biscuit?
Yeah, we may see a Biscuit.
Rezlam can do like Helmet. I'm sorry, that character has a name and I don't know it. Rezlam has Helmet into Modernia, Modernia Biscuit here, and that Modernia Biscuit Sin, no less. I guess, or you could choose, because there's 4 stock to work with here.
Character is named Maiden.
All right. So Rezlam can crack Maiden to get Modernia after letting all this die. Yeah, you have 4 stock and Maiden on the board. Let it die. Just let it die. We'll figure it out. Cool. Oh yeah, just clock that event.
He was holding it, so he didn't need it. All right, we have another Maiden because we got it last turn. We have a drop salvage. So
drop salvage over the Maiden.
This may be a hand conservation strategy.
Yeah. And also discards the standby, I think. Perhaps not looking to resolve the man.
He adds a card you don't see a lot of.
That is not guilty.
That is guilty.
Oh my.
And I believe
send the prosecutor to the defense attorney. Anyways,
I believe he meets all the requirements to playing it.
He does have a sin in his level. He does have the other 2 colors being red and yellow. Is he gonna resolve guilty? Are we gonna see somebody resolve guilty?
Just add Modernia, thank you.
Okay.
That cannot be the right play.
Oh man, that's so funny.
It does. Okay. It does bounce.
Yeah.
It's a double bouncer, so he's not resolving the
any of
Modernia.
it.
Okay. I don't understand anything about this turn.
1 and penalty goes to 4. Then 1 more tick, and then probably a trigger and a sin.
Probably?
Is that
right?
Is that better than just fielding?
Can we not field Modernia at another level 3 and just call it?
I don't know.
All right. Sure. This isn't lethal.
Trigger for 2.
This isn't lethal.
Sin.
Yeah, I mean the sin's coming.
Tia
first.
Deck speed. Get rid of bad deck.
Okay, we're gonna get Maiden because why not? It's been the hero of this game.
Okay.
Now we're gonna pay 5 and we're gonna burn 2.
Get rid of.
Oh no, burn 1. Yeah, there it is.
I don't know that was right.
No. That's incredible.
It's the most pokey poke attempt at lethal ever. When when you need everything to stick, but it's only you need everything to stick.
Yeah.
You need everything to stick. Because you're looking for 4 1s.
Yeah, it's technically lethal. But if your opponent gets even a little bit lucky, you get them back into the game. And you have no counterplay now, and your deck is completely empty, and you're fully decompressed. So you're just going to die probably on the follow-up turn. But, locked it in, managed to get the win.
All right. There it is. What a game. I feel like I've said that for the last, 4 games.
That game had a lot of back and forth and a whole bunch of cancels in contrast to some of our other games.
Yeah, for sure. So,
classic standby matchup where everybody cancels the entire game. So, there's that.
Yeah. Well, that was round 6, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with the last round of Swiss, round 7, with some familiar characters in the next video.